Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Manaka and this is my channel, Manaka. Hey yo, I haven't been here in a month, I think. 2 month? Two? I don't know, but it's been a minute. I feel like there's been so much happening energetically. Like, what the fuck is this year? You know? I mean, technically, we are in the new year. If you are in the southern hemisphere, the new year started at the end of September, around the 23rd, 24th, I think, when it was the spring equinox. That's when the new year started. So technically, all the new things that are happening right now, all the changes in our bodies, our thoughts, and the way things are affecting us has to do with the fact that we're already in a new year. But obviously, right now, everybody's going against their bodies. Everybody's going against nature and getting used into winding down for the work year, financial year, whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, basically, we are winding down. We are what's the word? We are sort of getting into a space where we're gonna celebrate Christmas, which is the wrong time. I mean, if we were really to celebrate Christmas or to celebrate the God that was I'm gonna try find the tweet or the article where I saw it, but it's basically rewritten about a God that was born at this time. Well, not at this time, in winter. Let's say winter. But it was obviously marketed and taught to the masses as a time when Jesus Christ was born. But it's funny because nothing that is done on Christmas correlates to this person that you are celebrating being Jesus Christ. So it is kind of weird. But anyway, the first thing that I did learn about Christmas, the one that we know, is that it is a pagan ritual and that a lot of it has to do with snakes and eating of the apple, and that is representation in itself in spirituality. But that is a huge dive in. It's like every other thing that we do, like Easter, it's a pagan ritual. Halloween, pagan ritual. Even Guy Fawkes, I think, is a pagan ritual. But most of the things that are popular in this day and age are pagan rituals, and you need to look into even birthdays. You have to look into the actual occult to see what it is that you're celebrating and to see what it is or which god you are giving energy to, if that makes sense. Anyway, I don't know if I came to speak about that. I think the best that we can do, since our bodies have been working throughout the whole year, choose it to be a time to renew your body. Not to renew yourself as in like into a new year or anything like that, just to renew your body, to renew your mind, to get into a space. So spring basically ends end of this month, and then at the end, around the 23rd, 24th, there will be a summer equinox, and that is the time where it is technically the first quarter of the year. So I think that's what you should be celebrating. Celebrate the fruits that we currently have now in the season, like mangoes, watermelons and stuff like that, and celebrate the gods that represent those or who love those. If you don't believe in gods or deities or anything like that, celebrate yourself, celebrate your ancestors. And remember, your ancestors are literally anybody who is connected to you. But you can call upon the ones of light, because the ones of light are the ones who do good for you. The ones of darkness are the ones who usually take you down a very, very fucked up hole. But yeah, your ancestors are even living My mother, my father are both living currently. They're both living currently, and they technically are still my ancestors. Them praying for me, them wishing good for me is a way of them bringing blessings into my life and me doing the same for them. You don't need to be a spirit to be an ancestor. And yeah, if anybody's passed who you were close to and had a good heart, they may be also part of your ancestor group. Because there's a lot of people. There's guides of light, there's ancestors of light, and there's beings. And they all form the soul and star families that we are a part of. So yeah, we do need to learn a bit more about ourselves individually, and then we can start learning about our families, about our ancestors, and about where we come from, so we can actually live in a way that's true to us, so that we can stop going through shit. Because we're going through shit because we want to do things in our own way, and doing things in your own way is just gonna keep getting you into a fucking bad place, basically. But yeah, I wanted to just talk about how we need to stop celebrating Christmas, we need to stop celebrating New Year because it's the wrong time. But what we can do, we can be with family, we can have fun. It is a time when we are allowed to rest, so use it as rest, but don't use it as a time to celebrate something that you don't even understand. And what else? Oh, and please start learning more about, if you have somebody in your family who knows a bit about your family, ask them so that you know a bit more about. You don't need to be in touch with certain people to know about them. You could even ask your ancestors to show you in your dreams who you're connected to, show you in real life who you're connected to. The people you speak to may even be conduits of communication. I don't even know if that's the right word to use. Lord. But you do need to learn to be more connected to yourself, excuse me, and be connected to your highest being, your higher self, to your ego, to your shadow, and learn to be a better version of yourself, for yourself first, before you can be a better version for, say, your partner, your children, your parents, your sister, your brother, your cousins, whatever. You can't be good for other people unless you are good for yourself first. But yeah, we need to really learn about ourselves and really understand what it is that we need to do for ourselves, because I think I said it in the last video, where we are basically living lives that we think are best for us, and it's only because of the world we live in, we think that that's the kind of life we should be living, only because of what society says, right? But we forget that we have so many things. That's why they want to nullify everything that has to do with us connecting to our ancestors' religion. They say they are dead, right? So immediately, gut instinct gone. They want to nullify anything that has to do with your higher self. Then you start questioning yourself, and you actually don't take what you say or what you think to heart, and you don't take it seriously anymore. You just believe whatever the next person says to you. My previous video was about, I don't actually remember, but I think it was about food and the things that they're putting in our water and in our food, and how we need to find ways to fix ourselves and heal ourselves. We need to do more shadow work. We need to be more honest with ourselves, with the people around us, and we need to stand up for ourselves. I mean, I might be at a place where I can say this because my Saturn return is ending. And when I say thank God, I mean thank me, because I am God. I am a part of this universe, and the whole universe consists of all of us who are God. So, yeah. But it's actually, it's crazy thinking about it, hey? That my Saturn return is actually ending, and the lessons that I've learned within it are absolutely insane. Like, they're still happening, because it's only ending in March. Like, the shit that's going on, wow. But I feel like my The chakra which is the one that's being developed right now is my throat chakra, and I have been speaking more of my truth, which I'm grateful for. And I mean, it's just a good thing, you know. We learn so much. We learn so much in these phases that we go through, and I'm grateful to have found spirituality because it allows me to be where I am and to see a bit more than another person would. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about us getting back to our roots and really just finding ourselves outside of the noise that is called media, the noise that is called friends, the noise that is called family, and really look within and see what our truth is. Because once we can find that, then we can live fully and wholeheartedly. Yes, the problems won't stop. It's not that the problems will stop. The problems will stay because those are the lessons that we came to learn. You know, when you separate yourself as an all-knowing God, you don't know everything because you're still going through the lessons. You want to experience everything from the things that you've created. So why not become that which you have created? Which is why every single one of us are here on earth to experience the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. We are here to experience all of it in the wholeness. Because being a God who can create, you know, and you just above, that doesn't mean shit. But being the one who experiences, like as they say, or how they speak about how a leader who does the actual work to lead, instead of telling you how to do something. Like telling and showing are two different things. So the experience of it is what makes God God. And God is us because we are experiencing. Anyway, I hope all of you are also just finding ways to just speak your truth, and just show love. You know, allow yourself to open up your hearts and just be more connected to your heart. Open up your heart, heal your heart, and so that you can be connected to your lower chakras, which is grounding, and connected to your higher chakras, which is elevation. So you know that you are a human and a spiritual being, a spiritual being experiencing humanity, and you are both, and you are allowed to be both and experience both. But you are not supposed to drown yourself in the humanity or drown yourself in spirituality, which is why you came here. I wish I had cards. I feel like doing some readings. But anyway, just wanted to check on all of you. I know it's been a minute, but I did want to do like a short video, just explaining that there are some shifts happening. There are timelines shifting. I know there are some planets that are doing the most as well. But there is also an elevation of vibration within the earth. So there's a lot that will be happening. There'll be a lot of purging, and that purging can be seen in different ways. Us getting sick, us having to stop certain relationships, and relationships is anything, family, friends, partners, anything that doesn't serve you anymore to get to a higher vibration or to elevate will be basically, or has already been getting cut off. And there's a lot of timeline shifts. So there are a lot of moments where your dreams may feel more like reality than reality. I'm putting it in air quotes because what we're living is not reality. Anyway, another video. And also how certain things you may experience, you might think actually happen, or might remember them happening, and they will just disappear. Memory loss also might be one of the symptoms. So I think just make sure you take care of yourself, make sure you are exercising, make sure you are moving your body even if it's not like a full-blown like cardio, like move your body so that the energy can flow. Meditate, and meditation just means sitting with yourself, even if it's for a minute, and breathing. We do not breathe. Breathing literally means breathing deeply. Breathing that allows you to be in the moment and to be present. And that also allows you to remove and cleanse any energy that doesn't serve you in that time. But once you have an intention, that is manifestation. It is manifestation, but it's also meditation. So have the intention to breathe in moments in the day when you feel like you're not centered. Have moments to sit outside, to be in nature, to hug a tree, even talk to a tree, connect to it, allow it to connect you to your ancestors, allow it to connect you to your higher self, and be grounded in the moment. Eat better. Yes, you have the human experience where you might want to do a few drugs. When I say drugs, I don't mean the human made kind. I mean like mushrooms, weed, alcohol. Obviously it's December, you're probably going to have it. But remember, once you do take something like alcohol or a man-made drug, that you do need to center yourself and ground yourself again, so that your vibration does not stay low, because that shit lowers your vibration. But things that are natural, like ayahuasca and mushrooms and weed, set the intention right, put the right herbs, like lavender or rose, can lift up your energy and connect you to anything, honestly. But it's always in the intention. I think that's about it. I think that's all I wanted to say. That is all I wanted to say. It is quite a long video, but that's all I wanted to say, and I hope some of the things that I have said hit home, so that you allow yourself to heal physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. And then we can see how we're going to begin this year. Oh god, what do they call this calendar, this fucked up calendar that we use, where we have to start the year again? Like the places we work, then we have to start the year in January, and oh my god. Anyway, I'm done. Sending you guys so much love and healing, because I think everyone's going through shit. And I really, really hope that you have somebody to talk to, somebody who can help you, and because you would be shocked at the people who can actually assist you with what you're going through and what you need to, like the information you need to get from ancestors and your higher self. Like, as much as we're all connected to our ancestors, some of us are a little bit more connected, and sometimes you just need to listen to what people say in conversation to hear the messages. Even in song, like music, Oh gosh, I'm talking too much. God damn. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you so much love and healing and light.